A beloved ride at Legoland Windsor is closing forever, and that space is very much big enough for a new coaster. More track on Nemesis over at Alton Towers has been installed and painted, and also Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park broke. It's all popping off in the UK theme park industry, because all that and more has happened this past week in theme park. We're back again for the 89th installment of this series, the best in the world. Totally not a lie. And as per usual, this week has been packed with new theme park news, and I'm so excited to share it all with you, although not all of it's very positive, so you know. But if you want to stay up to date on all of the latest news, just like what's in this video, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. This past week in theme parks then, what's been happening? How about we get some of the smaller stuff out of the way? As it seems to be with every episode I do, a Nemesis construction update for you all. And once again, it has been progressing way more. Since when it closed, they have been cracking on with this and progressing more and more, and that has not changed. Although recently it has slowed down slightly, because if they were working as fast as they were before, then Galactica would be fully retracked by now. But they've now installed all the way to that final turn just after the lift hill, which is technically the first turn. Confusing. But the last little bit of that turn has the supports in, so that's probably going to go in a few days. And also, the final brake run has been painted black. Wow. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I would never have expected that. For so long on that final brake run, there's been that divide of the new track where it's got the nice black colour with the red vein going down it, and then you've got the other side which is just old rustic white. So it's great to see them painting that up now. And with that being said, the lift hill should be next to be painted. It's got the primer on it right now. It's not that sort of white rustic. It looks like it is ready to be finally painted. But who knows, the brake run and lift hill might just be a solid black colour. They might not have that vein, because bear in mind it's probably hand painted, and are they going to be scaling up the lift hill going, oh, little detail there. Oh, I missed a bit. Probably not. Although I really hope they do, because then it would actually look like the full ride has been taken over, rather than just from the lift hill and before the brake run. Because, you know, the Nemesis monster didn't want that part. I mean, they might even repaint the maintenance building with just veins all over it. It's taken over. Recently, Saw the Ride broke. Break. Yes, upon popular demand, Saw the Ride broke is here. That makes it sound like people wanted it to break. I just meant people wanted me to make this video. This Gerstlauer Eurofighter opened in 2009 and is extremely well known in this country, mainly for its beyond vertical drop. But recently the ride has been down for quite some time. Although knowing like I did last time with this, every time I seem to make an It Broke video, the ride opens the day after I make it, if not on the day. So I'm just a good curse. Yeah, there's not a date for when this actually did cease operation and didn't continue operation ever again. But I believe it was almost a week ago, if not a week ago. And what's really weird about this one is instead of saying that it's annual maintenance or something like that, on the website it says it's currently unavailable. That alongside the absolute travesty, which is Flying Fish, which is in the exact same position as Saw. Rest in peace. But yeah, Saw's been removed off the app. It's not been running for a long time. What the hell has happened? And me, as a very not qualified engineer, what do I have to say about it? I have no idea. At first, when I got told about it, I thought it was planned so they could do stuff for their new roller coaster, Hyperia, if it's going to be called that, as it is very close to it, so I thought that some groundwork was happening where they'd have to shut Saw to sort of make that happen. But it probably isn't for that reason, because again, it says currently unavailable, not even planned maintenance or planned closure. Sad times. It is a massive shame though, as Saw is such a great and very good experience, and it is the best Eurofighter in the UK. I can say that now because I've been on all three. Yeah, I really hope it reopens soon. I mean, there's some people that will hope the same as me, and then there's some people that are just hoping for it to be removed or to have a retrack. There's two different types of people here. Don't worry, in a later episode of TPWITP, I will let you know if it's back open. But moving on from a horror-themed roller coaster, we have some news from the scariest resort park in England, Legoland Windsor. If you didn't know, Legoland are currently building 2 dueling boomerang coasters to sit on the hill behind Duplo Dino. That's going to open next year, which is very cool. When you're up on that hill, because you're going to see the massive Duplo Valley area down below, way below, I think we're going to experience some moderate thrills, my friend. The ground pins for that have arrived, and it's being installed as I speak. I'd assume we'll see the track going up for that at some point later this year. But something that's even more exciting about Legoland right now is the recent announcement of a beloved ride at the park being removed forever. Obviously the removal's not exciting, but what could follow could be very exciting. Viking River Splash was announced to be setting sail from the park on the 25th of September. Their massive rapids ride that was hardly open whenever I went. It used to have some insane models of massive Lego dragons, and it followed a very flat but fun layout. I enjoyed it in its prime because yeah, it used to be really, really good, but in recent years it just hasn't been the same. When it's actually open, it's just sort of been there, you know? There's no real excitement, no massive waves that come over the boat, no buckets that tip on your head anymore. Just all the little water effects throughout and all that kind of stuff. I miss it, man. But as I said, I miss the old version already because the newer version is just trash. So losing it completely, I'm not too bothered about. But what I'm even more excited about is what this means for the park and that area. It's such a unique location on top of the hill, and it's a massive footprint, so that could easily fit a new coaster in it. And we're going to start with reading the announcement. I am suited and booted with my reading glasses. Calling all Vikings, it is time to lay down your oars and say a fond farewell to Viking River Splash at the Legoland Windsor Resort. Farewell, my friend. Since 2007, Vikings big and small have braved the waters and made many memories along the way. We invite you to join the Lego Viking fleet one last time and make your last voyage before Monday the 25th of September, after which the ride becomes part of Viking history. Land of the Vikings will be closed after Monday the 25th of September, ahead of some new awesome updates coming soon. Bear in mind they said awesome updates, not new additions or new attractions, awesome updates. Does that mean the Viking theme is going to stay, or I don't know, River Splash is being ejected? Could the ride and area just be being overhauled? It's difficult to work this one out. Would they take out Viking River Splash, completely remove it, blah blah blah, all gone, push it away to the dump? Would they do that and make a brand new roller coaster? It could be plausible, you know. As said, the area is huge, so having a small little family coaster, maybe a launched one, or I don't know, even a B&M family wing coaster, because we know Merlin loved them a lot. We've got to make sure it has one inversion though, and probably about 55 launches. Could they get a Viking themed version of the Maximus roller coaster in Germany at another Legoland? I'm not too sure. They literally have Mandrill Mayhem up the road at Chessington, so to get one exactly the same, if not very similar, at Legoland, is there any point? Or because it could have a lift hill and maybe less or no inversion, would it be different enough to actually warrant building one here? Just don't make it so I have to name it out every time, where it's like a B&M family launched wing coaster with quadruple launches and 2 spikes and boomerang. It just takes a year to say. Whatever the coaster is, it needs to strike that middle ground perfectly. Because at Legoland, you obviously have all the different steps to riding roller coasters. You've got Duplo Dino, which is barely a roller coaster. Junior Dragon has a little bit of speed to it and a couple drops, and that's basically it. Dragon is obviously much bigger. You've got these family thrill boomerangs that are going to be great. Down the hill, quite tall, so that gets you prepared. Will they take the next step? Will they get an inversion? I just think they need to capitalise on those stepping stones and make the step above that. Not something outlandish like a 400-foot inverted coaster. I'm not knowledgeable. I have no idea what they're going to build. This is all just speculation. A bit of fun. Heck, it might even be another dark ride or another water ride, like I said earlier. If it is a dark ride, they have way too many of them. And if it's a water ride, I'm pretty sure they have more water rides than they do coasters. What do you think will replace Viking River Splash? Leave it in the comments below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.